the first contest of the day. It is an XWA Adrenaline Triple Threat Match set for one fall. Introducing first.
Welcome back to the FWA, live at the Expo on the road to Uprising, just 3 weeks removed from European Uprising at the Birmingham NEC.
Introducing his first opponent in this triple threat match.
Frazier here at ringside again, calling the action here in London's Excel Centre. You're looking at Zack Diamond and Axel Rees, two of the stars of XWA Adrenaline. They were tag partners here yesterday, today opponents in a triple threat match.
Zack Diamond Gibson! And ladies and gentlemen, introducing the third and final competitor in this one-fall triple threat match. He hails from Hard Snake Pit. Where's who's got to do the match? This is Gallagher!
Jack Gallagher is another one of the guys we've already seen from XWA Adrenaline this weekend. Gallagher took on Zack Diamond in a one-on-one contest to start yesterday's show. That ending up in a double count-out. The two then faced off later on in tag team action. That was when Diamond had Rage as his partner. Diamond and Rage victorious. Diamond getting the pin over Gallagher's partner Richter. As I say, no friends here today. This is a triple threat contest. Oh, my maniac doesn't quite cover this guy.
What's happening, comic book geeks? That's right, the Crown Prince of Bollywood cinema is back at the Expo. Now I don't want to take anything away from you three, but I've got some business to take care of coming out of yesterday's show with Nick Riley and the Rockstar Spud. Now I'm a patient man, so I'm going to wait till they get here. I'm going to sit myself down on commentary, watch over your match till you're finished, and I'm going to take care of some business. Because everybody here today is going to find out why Singh is king.
You know, I was really looking forward to this weekend.
Your favourite commentary partner has arrived.
Well, here comes RJ Singh again. You know what?
Hello again, Mr. Bradshaw.
Oh, goodness sake.
How's it going, Dave Bradshaw?
This is the 6th match we've done this weekend, and you've interrupted 3 of them to come and commentate.
That's because RJ Singh is a very is a very, very busy man. He's got lots to say. He's got lots of business to take care of, especially as it pertains to the Rockstar Spud and Nick Riley, who quite unfairly cheated me out of victory yesterday. So today I'm going to take care of my business right here in the ring. I'm going to help you out on commentary, Dave Bradshaw, make your commentary 10 times better with these guys, and then we'll take care of business afterwards.
A man of extraordinary generosity, you are.
Absolutely, Dave. They say that about the Crown Prince of Bollywood. I am a very generous man.
Not a very successful man yesterday, though, it has to be said, losing to Nick Riley, another one of the XWA Adrenaline stars. I suppose you're still reeling from that a little bit.
Have you noticed, Dave Bradshaw, that RJ Singh seems to be getting in a lot of trouble whenever the Rockstar Spud is around? Have you noticed that lately? You noticed that? Yeah, I think it happened back at Hope and Glory when Rockstar Spud showed up. RJ Singh got into trouble. Rockstar Spud shows up yesterday. RJ Singh found himself in more trouble. So I think we have a pattern going on.
Is this another attempt for you to blame when you stabbed Gallagher in the eye? You're blaming that on Rockstar Spud
Dave
again,
Bradshaw, I am not getting into this again with you. We've been through this yesterday. We've been through this many times. It was an accident. We're going to finish on that.
Do you apologise to Gallagher if it was an accident?
I don't need to apologise to Gallagher. I did nothing wrong.
Unbelievable. Diamond with the crossbody goes for a cover on Gallagher, only gets 2. Here comes Axel Rage. These two were tag partners yesterday, not today. Roll up, and there's a cover. Roll up from Gallagher on Rage now. Fast-paced action in this triple threat match. You said yesterday, RJ, that you were a fan of Jack Gallagher's. What about the other two? What do you make of Rage and Diamond?
Yeah, I mean, they're okay, like I said. These are the guys, they're the up-and-coming stars of the FWA. They're hungry, they want a piece of the action. Yesterday, very disappointed that I ended up with a count-out, double count-out victory. I like to see a clean pinfall, and I do mean a clean pinfall, and my sights were set on young Jack Gallagher here, so I'm hoping today he's going to bring the goods.
So you can't be a fan of many of your own victories if you like a clean pinfall?
No, Bradshaw, I think you'll find that all my victories were absolutely clean and exactly what they should have been.
Well, the evidence is there for itself. People can watch Frontline, our weekly TV show on FWAUK.com, the YouTube channel there. Yeah,
FWA Frontline, as I like to call it, the RJ Singh show. The #1 place to watch the Bollywood superstar.
Well, it's the only place because you can't see him in the cinema.
Not over here, Bradshaw, in India.
Gallagher dropped hard on his head. Remember the rules of a triple threat match, you just need to pin either one of your opponents to win the match. Diamond sending Gallagher for the ride, it's reversed by the man from Wigan. Comes Diamond off the middle rope, catches in an arm drag, rolls through, we saw that from him yesterday.
But look, Jack Gallagher's already got him reversed,
yeah,
see?
Great counter, crucifix style pin.
Oh! Absolutely rocked him with that bomb.
It's a 2 count, see Gallagher arching out.
See, Gallagher is a classically trained wrestler. You can fly around the ring, you can jump what you want, but if Jack Gallagher gets hold of you, he's going to grind you down into the mat.
Hasn't been the best of weekend so far for Gallagher. As we said, that double count out in singles contest yesterday and then losing in the tag match to both of his opponents in this contest, so he's got it all to prove here. There's Rage, big snap suplex on Diamond, he's holding on as well. Rage, the winner of the 2009 Scarlet Scholarship, courtesy of the British Wrestling Council.
Oh, referee's got to watch those elbows. Oh!
Oh, wow, good counter.
Absolutely brought him down with that one.
Rage trained up at the XWA Academy in Morecambe. What a top talent coming from there in recent years. Here comes Gallagher off the top.
Keep your eye on this man. Oh!
Missile drop kick takes both of his opponents down.
Fantastic drop kick. Now it's unusual to see Gallagher go up high there, but it obviously paid off for him.
You're something of a regular, a stalwart, if you like, on the FWA roster. What would you say these three need to do to really make that leap onto the main cards?
This is the thing. These guys, they're good wrestlers in the ring. At the moment, they haven't quite got the personality you need to be a real star in the FWA. Something, obviously, I have in absolute spades and buckets, as you'll notice, Dave Bradshaw. And if you commentate on my matches, you'll know when RJ Singh comes to the ring, he brings a real star presence. That's all these guys are missing, but all they need to concentrate now is notching up the victories for themselves, getting their names out there, and then maybe, if they can even get an eighth of the star quality that the Bollywood Dream has, maybe they could be real players here in FWA.
Is that trademark Frog splash from Diamond. Diamond going for the cover, and he's got
gets
it.
the victory. You know what, Dave Bradshaw, as per usual, it's been your pleasure. I think I'm going to go congratulate Zack Diamond myself. I'll see you around.
Please do, Rees. Well, I don't know if you heard that. RJ Singh saying he's going to take care of some business. He just can't keep his mouth shut on a microphone for more than 5 seconds, can he, this guy? Real piece of work is RJ Singh.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Zack Diamond. Big hand of applause for this guy. Congratulations, young man. Now get the hell out of my ring. What's the matter, you deaf? Get out of my ring. Solo, bye-bye. Right, now we've got that small interruption out of the way, it's time to get down to business. Now, yesterday, I was publicly humiliated by Nick Riley and the Rockstar Spud, and humiliation is not something that RJ Singh likes to deal with. So, Nick Riley, I suggest you get yourself out here right now.
Singh is calling out Nick Riley. There's some music playing, but that, as you may know, that's not Nick Riley's music. That is the other man who's been tormenting RJ Singh this weekend. He calls himself the baby Jesus of British wrestling. And for the second consecutive day at the London MCM Expo, Rockstar Spud is in the building. Spud with that bizarre chicken walk. Talk about a walking anachronism. He's a guy who seems to have been frozen in time from the mid-70s. Singh and Spud with plenty of recent history, not least at the Expo where they had a brutal match and a double disqualification when we were here in May. Yesterday, Spud played Singh's music during his match with Riley. Riley using the distraction to roll up Singh for the 1-2-3. Riley was doing well in that match on his own. Whether he would have won is a mystery we'll never know the answer to.
Oh, it's the Rockstar Spud. Oh, look, all the nerds get really excited because it's the Rockstar Spud. Not surprised that you've ended up out here, Spud, but it's not really you I want to deal with right now. Right now, I want Nick Riley. RJ Singh, I think I speak for everybody here at the London Expo. Shut up, dickhead! Now, RJ Singh, you were embarrassed yesterday. You lost to Nick Riley. 1, 2, 3, center of the ring. But Nick Riley was out with the Rockstar, playing like a rockstar, grinding like a rockstar, all night long till 5 a.m. So I'm going to give you this, pal. Nick Riley will be here in 1 hour. And I guarantee you once more, he's going to lie you down and embarrass you for the 1, 2, 3 in front of the guys here at the Expo one more time. I hope for your sake, Spud, you're telling the truth. I hope you bring Nick Riley here in 1 hour's time, and I will give him the beating he deserves, because for him, I have got a big surprise. and in 1 hour's time, you're going to find out exactly what that is. And then you and all these nerdy little geeks here will understand why Singh is king. Now, you may say that these people are, you know, nerdy little geeks and they wear funny costumes, but that's the worst outfit I've seen all evening. And if you want a big surprise, I think, you know what, I'm going to give you one right now. Singh is not king, Singh is a loser.
But that was a little more of Rockstar Spud than I think anyone wanted to see.
Rockstar Spud has left the building.
So according to Spud, Nick Riley was out with him till 5 in the morning celebrating what was the biggest win of Riley's career so far when he pinned RJ Singh's shoulders to the mat for the 1-2-3 yesterday here. It sounds like the two of them are going to have a rematch, but what was that message? What was RJ Singh saying? It sounded very ominous. He has a surprise for Nick Riley in their rematch today. Given some of Singh's recent antics, I hate to think what that is. We'll find out in an hour, where if Riley can beat Singh again, it will be the greatest weekend of Nick Riley's professional career.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bollywood dream, RJ Singh.
Well, he's a man we've seen far too much of, quite frankly, over the course of this weekend on the road to Uprising. But here he is again, looking to make amends for his loss yesterday, an upset loss at the hands of Nick Riley. That rematch coming up now, live in front of this Expo crowd. As I said earlier, Riley's win yesterday, the biggest of his career. If he can do the double over RJ Singh this weekend, it really will be a huge weekend.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, Nick Riley.
Well, for the second time today, that's not Nick Riley's music. I'm sure by now you know who this is. On his way to the ring, I assume, is the man who was out partying till 5 in the morning with a victorious Riley last night. The man who fashion forgot he is, the Rockstar Spud. I have no idea why Spud's out here now. He came out an hour ago to say that Riley wasn't here yet. Had a few choice words and a few other gestures for Singh at that time. Some of which can't be shown on TV. Or at least I hope they can't. Anyway, Rockstar Spud is here. Becoming a bit of a cult favourite with these Expo fans. Again, Singh and Spud had a brutal contest here in May. Spud jumping off the top rope over the steel guard barrier to land on Singh just 6 months ago.
I told you to give me an hour, and I've got my man here. Ladies and gentlemen, the best high flyer in the UK, up and coming here in the FWA, and he beat your ass yesterday, dickhead. His name is Nick Riley.
Riley at the moment, one of the top stars of XWA Adrenaline, but recently has been making his name in the FWA as well. Now what's going on? Rockstar Spud is coming over here. Hello! I didn't realise I was going to have the pleasure.
How's it going, Governor?
Well, Spud, it's good to have you here, and again, you're here to see this rematch, as we all are, between Nick Riley and RJ Singh.
No need to talk, Bradshaw. The Rockstar Spud is here, and he's here to settle a few scores with the Bollywood dream, RJ Singh. Gob, 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 mouth, mouth, mouth.
Surely you settled the score. You beat him in the flyweight title tournament, right? I mean, what's left to settle?
Do you think that is enough between the clash of the super egos? RJ Singh believes he is better than the Rockstar Spud. Wrong.
All right, we're underway.
And my drinking partner from last night, Nick Riley, hangover or not, he's going to beat the crap out of RJ. What's going on, Bradshaw?
I don't know. Singh is asking for the microphone.
Yeah,
now.
well, he loves the sound of his own voice.
Oh, God, tell me about it.
I can tell you where I want to stick that
You know
microphone.
what? There's been a change of plan.
What?
You see, a little while ago, a group of guys did me a small favour with another wrestler called Bubblegum, and now they've kind of asked for a favour in
what's going
return.
on?
You see, I've got someone back there who's got something to say, someone who wants to prove a point. And Nick Riley, you are the perfect person to make that point on. So in fact,
What?
I'm not going to be your opponent right now, because I've got someone else to be your opponent.
What? Bradshaw, what's going
And
on?
that man
I have no idea.
is the
this is not in the
FWA World Heavyweight Champion,
No.
Martin
What?
Stone.
This is not in the Rockstar Spuds format. What's going on, Bradshaw?
No, come on, surely not.
I ain't got nothing to do with the agenda. What are they doing here? Come on, Bradshaw, you're the man who has all the answers.
I have no idea. RJ Singh, as he
Have you
said,
gone,
was...
man?
Oh, there they are. There they are. You're looking at 3 of the 4 members of the agenda. I say 3 of the 4. Frankly, we have no idea how many people are involved in this plot to take over the FWA and to destroy British wrestling. The FWA World...
Well, they're here for a reason. And it's not got anything to do with RJ Singh. Don't smile at me, pal. Don't even think of smiling at me. You ain't got one over me yet, dickhead. I'm going to get up there and knock him out right now. Look at the size of them 3. Jesus.
Well, Nick Riley, I said, was on cloud 9 this weekend after his victory yesterday. I would suggest he's come crashing down to earth now.
Cloud 9? He's on cloud 11 in them strippers he was dancing with yesterday. Oh, my God. Oh, this could be problems. That's the FWA World Heavyweight Champion, Bradshaw.
Well, I mean, what's he hoping to prove? You know, Riley's a great talent. He's going to be a top star in this country in the future, but...
He's an all right lad, I'll give him that, but what?
Yeah, I mean, he's no match for Martin Stone yet,
That's
is he?
that's 4 people on one guy now. RJ Singh is a joke. He's an absolute joke of a human being. Yeah, you keep looking at me with that smug grin, pal.
Rees and Redman.
I've been right in there, Bradshaw. I've got a bad neck. I've got a bad neck, but I'll be straight in there on his arse.
Well, Rees and Redman, 2/3 of the agenda team who are here today, getting ready for their main event tag team match in the tag title tournament against the Kartel later, but they found enough time to come out here and try and intimidate this kid, Nick Riley, as well.
Well, I've seen them 2 walking around backstage, well.
You see what happens when you clash egos with RJ Singh? You want to play this little game of one-upmanship? This is what happens. So I'll tell you what, you got just under 1 hour. Why don't you find me someone else? Because I don't think Nick Riley's going to be around in an hour's time. You bring me another opponent and I'll see you then.
Oh,
Hey, Riley,
what?
good luck.
This is a joke. This is an absolute joke. Don't you smile at me. I've told you. I got 1 hour. 1 hour. Think, Bradshaw, think. What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
I'm more concerned about what Nick Riley's going to do. He's in there against the World Heavyweight Champion, Martin Stone, who's just 20 days away from that huge championship match, the rematch for Leroy Kincaid at European Uprising. He's using this as a warm-up, it seems like.
Listen, you know the Rockstar Spud, man. Like, I'm... this isn't good.
Stone just taking it to Nick Riley. O'Reilly ducks the close. O'Reilly! Clothesline by Riley! And he's up!
I told you, Bradshaw, I told you. The kid's got spunk.
Riley is taking it to the World Heavyweight Champion.
That's my boy.
Stone for the ride, reverses the Irish whip. Picks up Riley and... Oh my! Another counter! Good God, this kid can wrestle!
And that's with a hangover. Think what he can do without any drinking. Go on, Nick.
O'Reilly through the ropes! God, Stone doesn't know what's hit him!
I can do that, but I can do it better. Well done, Nick. Well done, well done. That was pretty good. Not as good as the Rockstar Spud, but come on. See, by association, these people love him because he went drinking with a Rockstar yesterday.
I think they love him in his own right after that.
Oh, don't be stupid.
I can't believe this. Nick Riley, forearms to the face.
Don't get him near me. Don't get him near me. I've got a new leather jacket. Don't get him near me. Oh, JC, what am I going to do, Bradshaw?
Is that a new jacket?
Shut up.
May have been new.
Call the action. Shut up.
May have been new in the 70s.
Says you in your dad's best suit. Keep calling the action.
Stone with a forearm to the face. And now he's taking control again. Riley looked like he's getting somewhere here for a moment against Stone, but...
Bradshaw, I can't take this anymore. I've got to find somebody. I've got to find somebody. I've got half an hour. I've got to find somebody. I'm gone.
Where do you go in the middle of a match?
It doesn't matter.
Well, the ever mercurial, unpredictable, whatever you can't even say it. Whatever he is, Rockstar Spud is out of here. I think Nick Riley at the moment wishes he could go with him. Stone sends Riley into the corner. Riley so quick on his feet. Making a real name for himself, as we say in XWA Adrenaline around the country. Some of the other top talent from the British Wrestling Council, and he's proving just how good that BWC system is here. He's holding his own against the champion. Where Stone was hoping for a walk in the park, he's been set right on that pretty quickly. That's a closed fist from Stone. Referee Chris Roberts given a yellow card.
A yellow card signifying his first warning.
Stone starting to look a little bit frustrated. Now, earlier this week on FWA Frontline, a weekly television show available on the FWA YouTube channel, Martin Stone laid out his demands for accepting the rematch against Leroy Kincaid at European Uprising. Those demands being that if he is to win that match to retain the title at the Birmingham NEC, then the belt will be owned not just by him but by the entire agenda, meaning that any challenger who wanted the title shot wouldn't even know who they're going to face. It could be Stone, Morales, Rees, Redman, or anyone else in any wrestling company in the world who's involved in this plot that seems to be happening. He even insisted, even in what he considers the unlikely event that he loses that world title match, the agenda would be granted an instant rematch at New Frontiers, the first FWA event of 2011, covered by Stone. 2 count only. And again, he said even if they have to have a rematch to get the belt, he doesn't have to take that rematch. Again, they can put forward anyone from any wrestling company in the world. So talk about stacking the odds in favour of the agenda and holding FWA management to ransom. That's what Martin Stone has been doing in recent weeks. Stone just mocking Riley now. You can see every time he hits one of those high impact moves like that body slam or a kick to the spine, takes a little bit more of the energy, a little bit more of the resolve out of this youngster. It's going to be harder and harder for Riley to mount a comeback as this goes on. And Stone sends Riley to the outside. So one member of the agenda who we don't think is here today is Dave Morales. Lost to Leroy Kincaid yesterday in the main event. Now Riley's been caught in the ring apron by Stone. Look at those repeated forearms to the back of the head and the shoulder blades. That's a red card now.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has given Martin Stone a second warning, displaying the red card. Another warning will be instant disqualification.
FWA has a 3-card system, the red being the second warning. So one more infraction of the rules and Stone will be disqualified, but not even sure he cares at this point. There's a choke. Blatant choke by Stone. Stone telling the referee he's got till 5 to break it. That pretty much typifies the mentality of Martin Stone. Doesn't care about cheating, doesn't care about hurting an opponent. As long as he can just scrape by, just bend the rules without breaking them. That's what this World Heavyweight Champion will do. And this is the man. This man who wants to destroy British wrestling, who wants to use it as a stepping stone to get to the United States, is the man representing Europe's finest promotion as its World Heavyweight Champion. A shot to the face. Oh, Riley got his boot up that time. I think Riley is bleeding from the mouth, but he still gets the drop kick. Riley takes down Stone. Now both men down. This crowd's starting to clap. They're starting to believe, starting to wonder if they can see history here. Yesterday, Nick Riley beat RJ Singh. Will he follow it up by beating the World Heavyweight Champion on Halloween at the Expo? Riley continuing to take the fight to Riley, or to Stone, but Stone fighting back. Close line from Stone in the corner. Next snap back with a super kick! Super kick! Pin him, Nick! Pin him, Nick! 1, 2, come on! Nick, no! So close! So close! Just a split second away was Riley from defeating the World Heavyweight Champion here on the road to Uprising in front of some of the 50,000 or so fans in the Excel Centre. Riley going for sliced bread. Can he get it? Yes, he does. This time, maybe. This time. Referee is down. There's 2, and there's only 2. However this match ends up, what a world-class effort from young Nick Riley. To the ropes again. Oh my! Huge clothesline from the champion. Riley's head almost removed from his body as a powerbomb. This crowd has had the wind taken very much out of their sails now, and that clothesline by Stone. Stone looks like he's going to set up Riley. Yes, he does, for the London Bridge DDT. Riley's head bounces off the mat, and Martin Stone beats Nick Riley.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner. He's the FWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Governor, Martin Stone.
Damn it. Riley so close to victory against the World Heavyweight Champion. Now what's this? Rees and Redman back out here. Referee Roberts pleading with all 3 of these agenda members to leave Riley be. Well, I think Martin Stone was looking to come out here and make a statement. In the end, that's what he did, but Riley certainly giving him a run for his money. And Rees tossing Riley out of the ring. Well, that may have been unpleasant, but actually Riley may have got off lightly there. Sometimes when you see these guys ganging up together, it can be very, very bad news for whoever's in the ring with them. Stone has a microphone now. What could this excuse for a champion possibly have to say?
It's become apparent that there is a little thorn digging in my side. Some jumped up, rapping twat wannabe, Leroy Kincaid. Leroy, I'm sick of it. Come on, son, let's have it. At some point today, Leroy,
Martin Stone's calling out Leroy Kincaid, his opponent,
it's going to be you
in the main event of the
and me.
biggest show of FWA history.
We are going to finish this.
Stone promising that when him and Kincaid do get in the ring together, he will end this ongoing rivalry that's been really in progress and really a fever pitch ever since Stone won the championship in February at British Uproar and instantly betrayed the fans. Kincaid then getting his title shot a month later at Battle Lines. That was the day the agenda was formed. And here we are, it's now the end of October. And still the war is raging and it's more intense than ever. But on November the 20th at the Birmingham NEC, it will be Stone versus Kincaid for the heavyweight championship of the world.
That was a great performance. Anyway, we got it, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Riley. Got nothing to be ashamed of there. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first.
Singh has brought himself out here over the course of Expo weekend, but finally we're going to see him in action for only the second time this weekend.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponents.
It's yesterday, Singh being upset by Nick Riley. His opponent today won't be Riley. Riley losing to Martin Stone earlier, taking quite a beating in the end. Oh, hang on. Well, guess whose music's playing again? Obviously that's Rockstar Spud's music, and the hatred between Spud and Singh, which all started when they were set to face each other a few months ago. There he is. Set to face each other a few months ago in the flyweight title round robin tournament, has boiled over and they just pathological dislike for each other now.
Half an hour! Jesus! Expo! Rockstar Spud is back in the building! And RJ Singh, I found somebody! You guys liked him early, I can tell. Ladies and gentlemen, RJ Singh's opponent, Zack Gibson!
Wow, Zack Gibson is going to face RJ Singh. Well, Diamond did double duty yesterday, has already wrestled once today as well. This man who we're about to see, is really using this weekend as a showcase for his talent. There he is, Diamond. As I said earlier, one of the top stars of XWA Adrenaline. He's already picked up 2 wins by pinfall this weekend. Pinning the massive Bricto in a tag team match yesterday. And then using the same frog splash finisher to win the opening triple threat this Halloween Sunday. But this is a different kettle of fish entirely. This will be the first time all weekend that Diamond has faced off against one of the stars of the main FWA roster. And as Singh will tell you, he's a competitor of the highest pedigree. His ongoing feud with El Ligero has kept him out of contention in the recent flyweight title round robin, but he was the first ever flyweight champion here in the FWA, was RJ Singh. Singh's issues with Ligero going way beyond the confines of a tournament. Singh at Hope and Glory in August, responsible, I think, for potentially blinding Ligero in one eye after stabbing him with the blade of a scissor. Diamond is really taking the fight to RJ Singh here. Considering he's wrestled so many times already this weekend, he's not showing any signs of fatigue at all, isn't Diamond? And the director's on the apron. Really is ridiculous how he is allowed to continue coming out here. The amount of times he interferes in matches. Clothesline from Singh. Singh, one of the most smug individuals you could ever hope to meet. He's also one of the most vicious when he gets inside the wrestling ring. Really ruthless kick to the spine there, and now using his boot to choke out Diamond. Now highlights of all of Diamond's matches and Singh's recent contest in that flyweight title tournament can be seen on the FWA YouTube channel. A weekly show Frontline out every Thursday. Best way to see that is to become a subscriber to the FWA YouTube channel. You'll be the first to hear of all the breaking news and developments as we head into European Uprising, just 20 days away now at the Birmingham NEC, as Singh goes for a cover, but it was a sloppy one, and Diamond was out at just 1 or 2 seconds. Attempted backdrop by Singh. Diamond trying to counter into a sunset flip, but Singh's fist got nothing but canvas, and Diamond now gonna catapult Singh into the turnbuckle and down. Shoulders are down. There's two, and there's only two. One of the most dangerous things about RJ Singh is the backlash when you've got any offense in against him. He's got such an ego that having any moves applied to him is considered almost a personal insult. So yellow card to Singh, I think, for choking Diamond over the bottom rope. Drops the leg across the throat. Only a 2 count there as well. What I was saying is, as you see, the most vicious time in RJ Singh's typical match is when he's just been the victim of some offense. The way he fights back, the power with which he'll strike you in the face and continue to go to work on you is something that opponents really need to look out for. It really is his nasty streak, which is his strength in many ways. Singh has Diamond on the top turnbuckle there. I think he's maybe trying for a superplex. Diamond countered out. There's a drop kick from the youngster. Now both men are down. The director, bless him, he's having an aneurysm on the outside as his man's in some trouble now. Singh looks groggy. Here comes Diamond. There's a clothesline. Look, we assume that Singh will be a part of European Uprising. No news as to what his involvement will be in that event yet. We've still got 3 weeks to go. Another thing that I presume will be announced on Frontline in the coming weeks. And based on his performances this weekend, maybe Diamond will be on that card as well. The biggest show in the FWA's 11-year history. And Diamond really is staking a claim to be part of it. He's on the top rope now. Zack Diamond. Diamond misses. He landed on his feet, rolled through, but here comes Singh. And Singh, oh, from nowhere, the sweet Bollywood dreams. There it is, that backlash once you've been on the offense against Singh. He's so lethal. Oh, wait, he's picked him up. Singh could have ended it there. No one gets out of the sweet Bollywood dreams. Now what does he want? Again, he's got a microphone.
Now look, hero. I know somewhere you're watching this. And you want to challenge me to a match at European Uprising? Well, I'll tell you what, hero. I accept. And this one is especially for you.
Singh is accepting the challenge of El Ligero. Oh, what's that? That's a mask. What is Singh doing? Singh putting a mask onto Zack Diamond, similar obviously to that of El Ligero. And now what? Well, Diamond's out cold. This is completely unnecessary. What kind of human being is RJ Singh? And he picks him up again. Come on. This kid can't defend himself, for pity's sake. Referee Roberts, I think, needs to think about calling this off. Singh with that camel clutch. And a submission from Zack Diamond. RJ Singh making an example out of this XWA adrenaline youngster as he accepts the challenge of El Ligero. Let him go! Let him go! Singh continuing to torture this kid. Well, the director is distracting referee Chris Roberts. This is horrible. This RJ Singh doesn't have a compassionate bone in his body. He's going to do some serious damage to the neck muscles of Zack Diamond. He's cutting off the air to him as well. That's Spud's music's playing again. Singh continuing to hold Zack Diamond. Diamond's unconscious, for God's sake. Here's Spud. Oh, Spud's gonna... Joel Redman! Joel Redman from the agenda got hold of Rockstar Spud. What is going on?
I want you, Spud. I told you, don't clash egos with RJ Singh. So I'll tell you what, I'll let this kid go when you tell me something I want to hear. And right now, what I want to hear is that you are not the new wonder kid of the FWA. Take it to the mic.
Singh demanding...
Spud, you know what you have to say. Come on, say it. Bollocks!
Spud obviously refusing to say what Singh wanted to. Singh trying to degrade Spud here. Well, he's finally let go of Diamond. That's one thing.
Perhaps you didn't hear me, Spud. I said I want you to say, for everyone to hear, that you are not the new wonder kid of the FWA. Okay. Get off me. Let's hear it, come on. RJ Singh.
Oh, Spud fighting back.
Roll that piece of garbage in the ring.
Spud was trying to fight back, and now RJ Singh has rolled Spud in there.
You see what you've done, Spud? Do you see what you've done now? Yeah? Well, now this is happening.
That was into the neck. The upper chest and neck. Spud, we know, has an injured neck as he heads into that ladder match for Johnny Storm's Wonder Kid name just 3 weeks from now. What condition is Spud going to be in after this assault from Singh?
I'm going to give you another chance. Tell everybody you are not the new Wonder Kid of the FWA.
This is difficult to watch at this point. Why is Redman even out here?
Say it.
Don't say it.
No. You hear that? He's not the Wonder Kid. Never, ever clash egos with me, Spud. And if there's one thing, just one thing, you take away from today, and that is that Singh is king!
Well, RJ Singh declaring himself king, but now what? That's Leroy Kincaid's music. So what else can happen here? Singh continuing the assault. There he is, Leroy Kincaid, the leader of the resistance. Well, a tense standoff between Kincaid and Joel Redman. Redman, of course, one of Martin Stone's cronies in the agenda.
Yes. Big tough man standing there, right? We see how tough you are in 30 minutes. You're going against my boys, the Kartel, in this very ring. And there's nothing you can do about it. We're not going to have any of this cowardice tonight. 30 minutes. You don't know.
Leroy Kincaid again confronting members of the agenda, promising that his resistance allies, the Kartel, will beat Redman and Rees in the replay of their tag title quarter-final match in just half an hour's time. But the biggest story at the moment, at least, is what just happened with RJ Singh. Singh accepting the challenge of El Ligero for a match, a grudge match of the worst possible kind, a European uprising. But then what happened? Singh in one of the most disgusting moments, even for him, in the FWA, forcing Spud, humiliating Spud, into saying that he's not the real Wonder Kid of the FWA, and then unleashing an assault on Spud's already injured neck. You can see how seriously officials are taking this. Our head of product content, Alex Shane, is out here, trying to see how seriously hurt Spud is. I see our managing director, Tony Simpson, was at ringside just a moment ago as well. Spud scheduled to be part of one of the biggest matches at European Uprising, that ladder match against Johnny Storm. Kincaid trying to help Spud as he exits the ring, but really deeply unpleasant developing story here. Rockstar Spud may have just been very seriously hurt at the hands of RJ Singh.
Expo, let's hear it for the Rockstar Sports!
necessarily disagree with either side. I can see both points. I can see aspects of certain views. You know, do you think that the Kartel really believe in the British Wrestling Reserves? Or are they just siding against the agenda because they know in their hearts that they don't have what it takes to make it in America? I'm just throwing that one out there.
I reject the premise of your question, Greg. Why on earth is it the be-all and end-all to go to America? It's not the pinnacle of the industry. It doesn't have to be. We used to lead the wrestling world in this country. We could tie up the West End with traffic going back for miles. We outdrew the FA Cup final on the same day with wrestling in this country. We have a proud heritage, and it can come back.
Well, that's true, but everything you've said is past tense, Dave.
That's why we're here. What we're trying to do, we're trying to make it the future.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. I mean, look, me and Alex Shane, you know that Alex Shane and I are closer than a lot of, I'm closer than a lot of people to Alex Shane, and when he says I start a revolution, it's stirring words, and that man has done more than anybody else. What's going on here?
Well, while you're busy singing your own praises, there were yellow cards flying around there. Rees got carded, and then I think a closed fist from Samuels, he got carded as well. Hang on, referee has called for the bell. This one has broken down.
He's throwing it out.
There were yellow cards going around, and referee Chris Roberts being shoved out of the way. Frazier and Redman are still going at it. Samuels is jumping on top of Redman. This isn't a wrestling match, this is a bar fight now. In come referees and officials.
Chaos again, Dave. Like I was saying, absolute, unadulterated chaos in Wolverhampton.
Look at Frazier trying to get a few extra shots in on Redman. Redman being pulled away by some of our security guys here, British Wrestling Council trainees, having to lend a hand to our referee and saying, God, this is insane.
The war between the agenda and the resistance. Passions are running high here.
Redman is still trying to get it. Samuels. Frazier is being held back by referee Chris Roberts. He's kicking trainees. There's going to be some fines running around here if we're not careful. Maybe suspensions as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has disqualified all 4 individuals. The result of this contest is double disqualification.
Still separating them, a double disqualification. Goodness knows what that means for the tag title tournament. Presumably both teams are eliminated.
Both teams out, yes. I would guess so. Who knows anymore? I don't know what's going on round here.
Well, Rees and Redman have finally been removed and are up on the stage. Look at the look on Frazier's face. Oh, hang on, wait. Frazier is broken free.
I have no intention of getting involved in the East End brawl. I'll tell you that, Dave.
This is a typical Friday night for Samuels and Frazier, but Rees and Redman don't like it. Referee Chris Roberts is trying to regain control of this situation. Well, it looks like the agenda have retreated to backstage, but Samuels and Frazier, who knows how long they're going to be kept apart. Presumably they're still going to be in the same backstage area in a minute.
Come on, get them out of here. I'm losing my hair here, Dave.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the main event, at this time, I would like to introduce you to one of the most influential men in British wrestling history. He is a former FWA British Heavyweight Champion and our head of content, Mr. Alex Shane.
Well, the Ascension Alex Shane, in many ways the godfather, I guess, of the FWA, was the mastermind behind it in the early part of the 2000s. When it revolutionised British wrestling, and now it's doing the same thing again.
See you, the fans, obviously many of which know who you are, a very familiar face on the British wrestling scene and a very influential figure in the FWA, and we thank you for that. But at this time, this is for the fans to watch FWA Frontline. Recently, you made some very serious
accusations, some very serious allegations against the world leader in professional wrestling. You know what I'm talking about. You have accused that company of taking talent, taking money, and not giving anything back. Recently, you made a video regarding this. A lot of fans have seen it, and now you find yourself in a difficult position because you have been threatened by that said company with legal action. I don't know if we're going to get any kind of response here today.
First of all, Expo, listen, who's come here to see some wrestling? So I won't take up much of your time. All I'm going to say, Steve, I'm going to make a statement later on. My belief is that we live in a world where so many people, the big corporations, want to take and take and take, and the little people get very little back. Well, this weekend we've all had a great opportunity to be at a place where the guys in charge want us to have a good time. That's the Expo. And all I'm saying is, the corporations can take and take, as long as the little people like us get a little bit of fun occasionally. So when this big company take out talent and they come here and make millions and millions and millions of dollars, and we are struggling, if it wasn't for the Expo, the FWA probably wouldn't be in business right now because it's in a recession. They believe in us, you guys believe in what we're doing, and we believe in you, which is why our friends, my friends, the wrestlers, are putting their lives on the line to give you guys the best entertainment they possibly can in this ring. But can we just give you guys a round of applause from everybody in the back? You've been awesome, honestly awesome, thank you. So, here's the thing. The FWA has the resistance versus the agenda, and I'm going to level with you. A lot of people think wrestling, it's all storyline. As you'll see, we do make contact. And the story between the agenda and the resistance isn't a story, this is real. Some people want to use British wrestling to get to America, which is fine, and some people want to stay and put British wrestling back on TV where it belongs, where it used to be. Hell yeah, as Steve Austin would say. You see, I'm a fan of the American stuff as much as anyone. So what we're going to give you here, if you like what we do, follow us on FWAUK.com, but right now we're going to give you the main event of the weekend. I'll be doing commentary. I just want to hand over to Stevie Aaron, and if you like what you've seen, at the end you just give an FWA chant and you let the organisers of Expo know how much you've enjoyed your time. But can we just do one last thing? Can we have an Expo chant just to get you warmed up? Because I think Expo! 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 Thank you, enjoy the match.
Mr. Alex Sheehan, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, set for one fall, it is a tag team match. This is the main event of FWA at Expo this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also an FWA Tag Team Title Tournament quarter-final replay. Introducing first.
Well, Alex, I'm delighted to have you with me for this main event, and what a main event we have here as this war continues between the agenda and the resistance. As Stevie Aaron just said, a replay in the Tag Team Title Tournament quarter-finals.
Thing is, Dave Bradshaw, British wrestling's got a whole lot more serious than it has been for the last 20 years, and people watch the agenda and they may think that this is part of some elaborate wrestling storyline. Let me tell you right now, Dave Bradshaw, you're looking at a group of men that want to use the industry that myself and my brothers and sisters have risked their lives for.
Redman, they are the agenda.
Thing is, Dave Bradshaw, some people will watch this and they'll think this is an elaborate storyline that's taking place. They'll think that this is something that is really just a group of guys doing what they're told. I'll tell you right now, you're watching guys who want to use British wrestling as a stepping stone, plain and simple.
Certainly this war between the agenda and the resistance has been boiling over for months now since the agenda was formed or unveiled at least at Battle Royale.
The four of us have an agenda.
Martin Stone being the World Heavyweight Champion for all of that time, and Alex is the head of content here in the FWA. You can't be pleased with how Martin Stone has used his ownership of that belt to dictate terms to FWA management.
That belt has been in the hands of so many wrestling. I'm honoured to have held that belt 2 times, and to see it there used as a prop so that he can take it to the WWE or wherever it is he's going makes me sick.
smirk from the World Heavyweight Champion directed at Alex Singh. As Iestyn, Rees and Joel Redman prepare to resume their war of attrition with the Kartel.
I tell you what, the war these guys had at Open Glory was off the charts. I mean, it's probably one of the most vicious British wrestling matches I've ever seen. And the fact it only went 8 minutes, I said, speaks volumes about how violent and how hardcore, without the use of weapons, that match truly was. There's a lot of animosity and hatred going on here, Dave Bradshaw.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents.
I've got a feeling the Rees about to come on this place. And there we go.
This is the team of Sean Samuels, Terry Frazier, they're already known as the Kartel.
Want to pick two people who are the personification of pride in their country and pride in their nation's heritage. You're looking at two East London lads, Terry Frazier and Sean Samuels, representing the resistance. They are the Kartel.
Terry Frazier started on my wrestling school in 2001 when he was just 12 years of age, and to see him now, and it's already started, Bradshaw.
Certainly has. Samuels taking the fight to Joel Redman. Frazier with an uppercut to the jaw of Iestyn Rees. This is just completely continuing where they left off at Open Glory.
These people thought they were going to see a wrestling match, but they're seeing a fight right here at the XL Centre in London.
Frazier and Samuels, but double suplex.
I felt the floor shake on that one, Bradshaw.
Inverted atomic drop from Samuels. Here comes Frazier with a high boot across the chest. Redman in trouble early on.
I'm trying to stay impartial here, but it's impossible to. I mean, the animosity between these, particularly Redman, and you know, this is a rivalry between the Kartel and Redman and Rees that transcends the FWA and IPWK, you know, all around the country. And you're seeing this has been building for over 2 years now. And what these people are seeing, some of them are seeing FWA for the first time. What a confrontation for them to pick as their first slice of FWA action.
Not just a brawl in terms of the personal hatred between the two teams here, but as we said, a really important match in terms of title contention as well. The winner of this match going through to the semi-finals of the tag title tournament, where they will face either the leaders of the new school, Northern Exposure, or Styx and Malin. So the result of this match with serious implications probably for European Uprising just 3 weeks from now at the Birmingham NEC.
Well, I mean, I know a few things about the upcoming matches being the head of content, and I can tell you exactly right, Bradshaw. The stakes are so high. You know, there's no way that we can give these guys another opportunity. You know, because of what happened in the flyweight division, we had to change things around, and we're giving these guys one last shot to find a conclusive winner, and I'm hoping that's what we're going to get here today.
So are you telling me if this match gets thrown out like the last one did, then both of these teams are indefinitely
somebody's going to get a bye? Yeah, because
yeah.
In terms of the number of shows we got coming up, and that's why these guys are hitting so hard. It isn't just the hatred. They both know that this isn't a warm-up. This is the real deal. This is the real thing.
The Kartel, the more experience of the two teams. They've been teaming.
And we've got a yellow card already there for Iestyn Rees, it looks like.
Ladies and gentlemen,
red card.
the referee has given Iestyn Rees a yellow and a red card.
Yeah, that's really smart, Rees. Yeah, hit Chris Roberts.
Well, that's his first and second warning out of a possible 3. So if Rees does anything else wrong, any other infraction of the rules, he'll be eliminated, and Redman will find himself in a 2-on-1 handicap situation.
Did you see what Roberts said? He said it's because you punched him and you choked him one after another. I mean, the guy's give him credit. He's an impressive physical specimen, but he's probably not the smartest member of the agenda with that in mind.
What I was saying before that happened is the Kartel, the more experienced of the two teams. Like, big back elbow from Redman. He's gone for the cover here. Covered by Redman.
Bradshaw, I'm telling you, I've been in the ring with Joel Redman, and it is an experience unlike anything I can make. And that's just there's no need for that. Being in the ring with either of these two guys, I wrestled both Rees and Redman, and I tell you what, it is unlike anything, but particularly Joel Redman, the intensity of that physical specimen. And Sean Samuels, believe it or not, is in a lot of trouble right now.
I can well believe it. We saw how Rees and Redman were able to dominate Samuels for large parts of that big 8-man tag match at the Art of War back in June. And again, there's no love lost whatsoever between these two sides.
vicious headbutts from Redman. It's the little things from Redman, you know, things like the headbutts and little strikes. These are like, you know, look at that. You look at those headbutts. I mean, that is a finishing move. You know, coming from Redman, the stuff he does is so dangerous to be in there with. And my feelings with Samuels right now, and I really hope that Terry Frazier can get that tag and get in there.
Alex, do you think the fact that Joel Redman is such a deeply unpleasant human being, do you think that in some way contributes to his skill as a wrestler? If he wasn't that unpleasant as a person, would he lack that ruthlessness?
I think, you know, at the end of the day, people say, what's the difference between the good guys and the bad guys? The good guys have compassion. You know, they feel some sort of remorse for the things they do. Where the bad guys, look, they don't care. He'll break an arm, he'll break a leg, he'll punch him in the face, because in his eyes, this will get him signed to a big contract so he can sit in a big house with a big car with lots of money in his bank. And he doesn't care if he hurts Charles Samuels, and we know that's the truth. Look what happened with Darren Burridge.
Rees and Redman at the heart of that assault on Darren Burridge you're talking about a few months ago, putting one of British wrestling's most respected veterans out of commission after re-injuring his knee. Redman came charging in there. Samuel smacked him with an elbow. Redman.
Man, I thought that was going to be the turning point in the match there. I thought Shah had it, but Redman's just a machine. You know, you can kick that guy in the head, he'll come back and he'll just take you out. He will take you out.
An exceptionally high threshold for pain has Redman as Samuels kicks out after 2 again.
Frazier may need to take a risk here and just do something as a leveler to take Joe out, because right now Shah's in a lot of trouble. Shah's a heavy hitter. He's the real heavy hitter of the two. There's a lot of intensity from Terry. The thing is with Shah, when he's on the defensive, that's a problem. You know, offensive, the guy's got a lot, but now they've isolated Shah because they realise he's not got as much going in him as Terry Frazier. And it's smart wrestling there. It doesn't mean I have to like him. Come, Shah.
What's interesting is saying that Frazier has to do something to help Samuels, but knowing how well Frazier knows Samuels, it's very interesting to see that his tactics
That's
here.
it. He needs to make that tag, Bradshaw.
I was going to say that.
I'm going to start that clap.
Well, the tactic that Frazier's using is to try and get this crowd G'd up, because Frazier knows Samuels is a passionate guy. He feeds off the energy of this crowd.
There's a tag.
And there is the tag. Here comes Frazier. Takes down Rees. 1 time, 2 times. And Frazier is at the top. Look at the agility of Terry Frazier.
Oh, and he took it. My good Lord.
Well, Redman,
He's not
smartly,
the label man.
that's what I think. It was a deliberate move by Redman. He sacrificed himself to save Rees, knowing that Rees was the legal man. Very smart.
Smarter than. I tell you what, like that is smart. It's this kind of wrestling you're not used to seeing, and this is not going to be good for. Oh!
So that knee of Joel Redman come down from a great height across the shoulder
I'm
and
worried
the
about
arm.
the Kartel here, man. That could be. Did he kick out? Did he pull him up?
I think it was a kick out, or shoulder up at least from.
I think he pulled him up, Bradshaw. Man, we saw this at the Art of War. This is one of the most dangerous.
Yeah, you're right, and you know why? Because they want to administer more punishment.
Man,
Ladies and gentlemen.
Iestyn Rees is smiling though. It's almost like, I mean, that was the move that took Terry Frazier completely out.
Well,
so now,
hang on, Chris Roberts is eliminated. Yeah, he's disqualified Iestyn Rees. Well,
man, I think we need some help for. Someone needs to check on Terry Frazier.
I'm trying.
Give me a second, Bradshaw.
Well, Alex Shane leaving his position at the commentary table here. Terry Frazier in some difficulty. Yeah, our referee is asking for some help. If we can get some help from the back here for Terry Frazier.
We need some help for Frazier.
Redman and Samuels continuing one-on-one inside the ring. There's a spinebuster from Samuels. Samuels with the cover. Redman just kicks out. Oh, Rees is back. Rees has already been ejected.
Man,
here.
this has become bedlam here. We need to get some help for Frazier. He's in a real bad way down here.
I don't think this is referee Chris Roberts' fault. He needs some help.
Roberts, get him out of there, man. Roberts, get him out.
That's a low blow from Redman.
No.
Behind the referee's back.
No, kick out.
No way. Redman with the cheap shot, the low blow, taking advantage of the injury to Terry Frazier and Rees' illegal re-interjection into this match.
Man, Frazier's in trouble here.
The winners of the match and advancing in the tournament.
Frazier's in a lot of trouble there. His neck is twisted.
Joel Redman, the agenda.
Well, the agenda winning, Frazier being held backstage, but it's not over for Samuels yet.
What's the point you're trying to?
That's a very good question. What is the point?
What's the point you're trying to make? What's the point you're trying to make?
Just Charles Samuels continuing to being beaten on here.
What's the point?
Rees and Redman are the officials coming in. There's Nick Riley. Oh, Riley, instantly picked up and slammed down. Riley taken out.
Mate, Dave, I can't.
Alex, no. Alex, look, it's 2 on 0 here, effectively. Samuels and Riley already out. Here comes Rockstar Spud. Spud's got a bad neck. Spud has taken Alex Shane's chair. Spud with a weapon. Maybe this will level it. Oh no, there's Singh! There's Singh! Alex, no. Alex. RJ Singh doing a number on Rockstar Spud. Rees and Redman are staring at Alex Shane. Low blow by Samuels. Come on, Sharp. Oh, Shane is in. Shane is in. Shane with the signal from the neck up on Redman. Alex Shane coming to the aid of the resistance. Iestyn Rees booted out of the ring. Shane tending to Samuel. Hang on, that's Martin Stone! Martin Stone with the title belt! Martin Stone with the title belt! Across the head, across the skull of Alex Shane. God, this agenda are completely inhuman, all of them. It absolutely sickens me that in the history books it will say that the first ever World Heavyweight Champion of the FWA was Martin Stone. What a disgrace to that title, a disgrace to the FWA, and a disgrace to all of British wrestling. Well, our timekeeper continuing to ring the bell. Oh, Shane is bleeding from the forehead. Do the agenda respect no one? Alex Shane is their employer, for goodness sake. FWA Managing Director Tony Simpson is trying to help out Alex as well. But this is way beyond anything that's within the confines of a wrestling match. This isn't a wrestling match, this is an assault. Tony Simpson removing the FWA World title belt. He's being pursued here by Martin Stone as Samuels is sent packing again. Now Simpson doesn't even know what to do. What's this? Oh, Stone has Simpson by the neck. Stone has Simpson by the neck.
Is this what this is all about, Alex? The crown jewel of the resistance is here with the agenda. If you want it, mate, take it. I dare you. It's yours! Take it!
Yeah, Tony Simpson's right, this is enough. Damn right it's enough. Stone challenging Shane to grab the belt, and even though he knows he's going to be kicked in the head by Redman whenever he does it, Shane refusing to give in to this malignant force. They are pure evil, are the agenda. Hang on. By the guardrail, that's Leroy Kincaid! Leroy Kincaid is here! Double clothesline on Rees and Redman! He takes down Stone! He takes down Stone! Oh my, we've got a preview right here! Kincaid and Stone, 3 weeks away from European Uprising! And the champion has bailed to the outside! Martin Stone has escaped Leroy Kincaid for now.
Anytime you punks are ready to step up to the plate, I've had enough of this. Bring it anytime you're ready. 'Cause I'm ready. And one thing I want to say, what Alex Singh was about to say, about what he believes in, about what Leroy Kincaid believes in, and the FWA believes in, is that British wrestling is about to start a new revolution. And the first thing we're going to do to start that is we want to get it back on your TV screens so you can watch us do what we do best, and that's bring it. So we're going to start that, and the first way is upload your videos, download our stuff, watch and support the FWA, and let everybody know that British wrestling is here to stay. And how we do that? I want all of you to join in with me and start an FWA chant. Not only the UK can hear, not only the agenda can hear, that the world can hear, because on these cameras you're all going to be seen. So let's go. FWA, 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 FWA.
Stone with another shot on Shane. Now Tony Simpson's been assaulted as well. The agenda completely out of control.
The FWA is Europe's most exciting wrestling promotion. Be part of the British wrestling revolution by going to www.
Well, Martin Stone may have run away from Leroy Kincaid today, but in 20 days' time at Birmingham NEC, the biggest match in FWA history, there will be nowhere to run, nowhere to hide when the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line. Kincaid versus Stone at European Uprising. But the other question here tonight, what was Alex Shane's big statement? What was he going to tell this crowd about the wrestling world at the conclusion of this match? We may never know. We may never know, because after the assault that the agenda has unleashed on the FWA's head of product contest tonight, Alex Shane may just have been put out of commission for good.